Well, I had another video planned for today, but it kind of got shot out of the air. So this is plan B. Someone's asked me to post a video on my car, which is a 1991 Dodge Stealth ES. And I am the original owner of this car. It is Arctic white, paint code W20. One of the first owners of one of these cars, and one of the few original owners. Vooch actually owns a car that's older than mine, but it's a Mitsubishi. So if anyone else has a Dodge Stealth that is an original owner that had their car built before, I think mine is in July of '91. Please let me know. Had the car all these years. It's ran every year except between 2010 and 2012. I drive it hard. I enjoy driving it. And I apologize. Once again, we're facing the sun, so I'm going to try to sweep around and give you all a peek at this car. And it's got 147,000 miles, I do believe. I'll confirm that when we look at the interior. I've done no modifications to the exterior of this car. I was foolish enough to think that these cars would actually be worth something, and unfortunately that has not been the case. There's so many of these in the junkyards because the timing belts or the motors have let go that they just don't seem to have a big market. The maintenance costs on these cars are also extremely prohibitive, so a lot of people get in way over their head before they realize how much money it's going to cost to keep them running. This car has its own fair share of dents and dings. These cars weighed practically nothing. I think this car weighed in at 3176 or something like that. Had no ECS, no ABS, no wings, very little skirting. And just really didn't have a lot of options. So there was no sunroofs. Obviously didn't have four-wheel drive or any of the drive shafts, transfer case, half shafts, and all that other nonsense. So the weight difference between this and a VR4 or a GTO of its similar nature, quite a big difference. And unlike the other car I featured yesterday, this car has been driven by me. My wife drove it occasionally, and plan on keeping it. I've done some work on the outside. I did fix all the A and C pillars. All that had faded, and the rear trunk had faded as well. Don't know if you can see, but the trunk is clear coated, or I mean the paint has just faded away. Actually, this is a good precursor because the car is going to be painted here in the coming weeks, as soon as the other car is service is completed. And on the inside, I have tinted the windows, and I have installed new vents, the aluminum vents. They have cracked over time, and in this Texas heat, it's really just the best solution. I waited until I had to replace the windshield, and so the gentleman came out to my house and was kind enough to leave it out for a day and come back. Gave me time to put them in without taking the dash apart. So that's my tip for the day. And on the interior, The heat has also taken its toll on the door panels. Try to get my head out of the way. The bubbling has pulled away from the doors. But other than that, they're in good shape. Still have the original regulators in the car. And on the inside, the steering wheel has seen better days. It needs to be rewrapped. And then the other side of the car. Hopefully you can see that. There's quite a bit of sun coming through there. Cloth seats, so once again a lot of weight savings. There's no motors in them. They're all manual. Car is kind of dirty, folks. I just came back from Dallas and the car has not been cleaned since then. See, the steering wheel is seeing a bit of sun, but the top of the dash is actually in excellent shape. Oops, actually pushed the wrong button there. And it's in good shape. I always use a sunshade. This Texas heat will take out a dash in no time, so another helpful hint. Still have the original floor mats, and they're still in pretty good shape. Seats need to be cleaned, but they still have their foam and cushion on them. Here's the driver's seat. Still in really good shape. And the insides. The mileage I forgot to pick up was I lied. That's 148.10. So I still have the factory radio. I have a Kenwood in here now. It's detached. It's got a manual AC air conditioning system, so once again, just not a lot of perks in these cars. In 91 you could not get the spoiler on the ES, so something else to know. You can see my data logger cable hiding behind the seat. There's the back seat. Still in very good shape. I have removed the grocery getter cover. I'm going to open up the trunk and the hood. First, let's go to the trunk real quick. You can see I'm missing the trim piece behind the glass. It's going to all be part of the bodywork and paint job that's going to be transpiring soon. Here's a little subwoofer. It's convenient, produces enough punch for what I need. It's got an 8-inch kicker with a 50x2 Kenwood amp inside. I can unplug it to make more room for camping or whatever else. Actually, this car has hauled a lot of stuff over the years. You'd be amazed what you can fit in the back of this car with the seats fold down. Here's the original tire tools and wheel lock. To be honest, I'm not sure what's on this other side. I think I may have some rags in here. Who knows? It's empty. So anyway, that's the interior of the car. And now we'll move to the motor. I'm not going to cover the motor much because I have a separate video on it. Here's the driver's side of the car. Once again, I apologize. We're getting a lot of sunlight here at this time of the day. These new hood hinges. It's going to need some body work. Lots of dents taken out. But nothing really major body-wise that is damaged. And here's the under the hood. Please see my other videos for more details, but put on a twin turbo plenum, really helped out my torque curve, so I'm impressed with its performance. It's going to have to come back off to be polished, but as if I don't have enough irons in the fire. But here's a real quick sweep under the hood. Still pretty clean, even though I've put several miles on it. Please refer to my other video. Here's the hood shield that I just got replaced. One of the forum members was kind enough to gift that to me. Thanks, Frank. And stay tuned. And if you like these videos, please subscribe. I'll be putting out a lot more as the cars come in and out of the garage. So happy holidays and stay tuned for the next video. Cheers.